instead of like caterpillars, what if beetles like went into a cocoon? What would they come out as? Like a fucking praying mantis, maybe?
Don't they do a thing like that?
It's how else do they get like 6 legs?
Yeah, some beetles do a metamorphosis thing.
Yeah, but what do they become though? Is it like
They become Ringo Starr or John Lennon.
Oh, that's the band that I didn't fucking know what it was last time. But no, yeah, I mean, if a caterpillar goes into a cocoon and comes out, is that the only? What other metamorphic fucking
Tadpoles, frogs
and tadpoles?
Humans can sometimes metamorphosize.
I mean,
into like a better person or a worse person.
Insects start off as fucking little, they're maggots, and then they do other shit. I think most insects have a metamorphosis.
Much like us, are maggots at first.
Babies are human maggots. I mean, if you really look at one, they're gross, dude.
Yeah,
and you can eat them for sustenance out in the wild.
Lots of protein.
Yeah, good little grubs
out in the wild, like China or something, right?
Or North Korea.
Do they eat babies in North Korea?
I think they eat each other.
They're small enough, I guess.
There was that one girl with huge titties that from North Korea on Joe Rogan's podcast, and she was talking about how sometimes people are cannibal, and they cannibal each other.
Oh shit!
No, not a cannibal.
She starts crying because people are dying. All right, JP, why don't you give us one? An intro. That's what I meant.
An intro?
Like your famous intros.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Hey, we're starting. Wise Man Time! Here we go. It's the show that started recording 2 minutes ago.
Yes, sir.
Here we are for Wise Man Time.
So last month you were sober all month. Is that correct?
That is correct. Well, no drinking, no hard drugs. But it was...
Yeah.
Sober.
Well,
mushrooms and marijuana.
Yeah.
Hi, JP's mom.
Hey, she knows.
Thanks for tuning in. Oh, she knows. Yeah. I bet she was proud of you, and you're like,
no, she was proud of me. She was like, oh, good job, not drinking.
Yeah. Did you tell her about the other stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I mean, my mom knows all the shit I do.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually nice.
Yeah. Did she ever like walk into your room and find out all the stuff you do? When you were younger.
It's like some bitches tied up.
I mean, I've smoked weed with my entire family. I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, have you snorted cocaine with your entire family? You've never snorted cocaine before.
No, only some of the family.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Well, that's good. So you did 31 days, essentially drug free.
Yeah, 31. Yeah, because the first didn't really count because the first I didn't go to sleep till noon.
Right.
We were still partying from New Year's.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Yeah, this is 31 days today.
Good job.
Yeah.
I mean, that shows a discipline.
It shows a true discipline.
Yeah. Great discipline I have, sure.
Yeah, congratulations. You basically lived like you did whenever you were, 12 years old.
Yeah, man.
For 31 days.
Pretty much saved a lot of money.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Read some books, drew with some crayons, maybe.
I did draw some stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Crayola or that off-brand
I watched the first 11 seasons of The Simpsons.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I didn't get smarter, is what I'm saying. I just I read all those books and then I was watching. What if I watch 11 seasons of The Simpsons?
Were you watching Simpsons while you read?
No.
Oh, that's what you should do.
I usually don't do that.
That makes you smart.
Sometimes I'll listen to music when I read, but not usually. I just read.
So does this shit ever happen to y'all? You're driving. Let's say it's you're taking a left turn onto the highway, all right, and then the person over there is supposed to be going straight, and the green light's on both of you. Obviously,
they go first.
Yeah, but then I don't know if they insist on being polite in that moment, but they try to wait on you. Mm-hmm. Do you just go ahead and go?
You give it a second. You assess the situation. You flash your high beams. Maybe that will give them the heads up. But I don't know. I guess you just use your best judgment.
I sit there. I wait. I don't care how long. I'll wait for them to go.
No, that's a power move right there. Yeah. I pull into the middle of the highway. I start doing donuts in the middle of the highway.
Fucking. I mean, because look, if they. All right, because I never do that shit. All right, like when I get the green light and
You've never made a mistake. You've never fucking made a mistake while driving.
No, Not while driving.
Hey, you bullshitter.
Never.
You drive perfectly all the time.
All the time.
What about just the times when you made a mistake but you didn't notice?
Oh, yeah,
nothing
true.
happened.
What about
Then it didn't happen.
What about times you went through a street? You went through like a green light, and you're like, was it green?
Nope. I can like pretty much recount every single traffic light I've driven through.
That's where all your brain power's going.
That's where all
traffic light
Yeah.
retaining. Yeah.
Yeah, I graduated top in my, driver's class. Yeah,
I was number one in boating school.
Really? But see, I don't do that though. When the green light goes, there's a person gonna take a left. I'd fucking go immediately. I've never well, go ahead. No, I'll stop.
No, you don't. In that instance, you don't be polite. You follow the traffic laws.
Exactly.
And if they fuck up, then maybe it's a mute cute, or maybe you yell at a black guy for half an hour, probably try to get their insurance.
Yeah, it's just because you can see it when it's coming. If they're gonna fuck up and pull out in front of you, you can almost like plan it ahead of time. It's like, I don't know, like you get that bird eye vision. You could just see their face. It's almost you see the dumb decision come into their head to I'm just gonna pull out in front of you.
That's what I like about driving in smaller cities or like the country. Even is like people are so fucking nice on the road normally.
Yeah.
And like you'll get a lot of people who will like pass you, but like on like a country road or a county road or whatever, where it's just like long stretches of nothing, farms and shit around there. They'll do this thing where if you're behind someone and they have to take a left and there's no one in that oncoming traffic, they'll like turn their blinker on and use it as a turning lane, as to not slow up the flow of traffic.
Right.
Yeah, which is nice.
Yeah, that is nice, but I don't know. Lately, if I drive over in pace, I don't know why the driving just it irritates me. There's something about it that's just off, like compared to when you drive over here in Pensacola.
Yeah, I guess people aren't they're not in like a hurry to get where they wanted to be.
Probably what it is. It's too laxed of a drive. A drive. It's just
there are some pretty fucking awful drivers everywhere, but like specifically in Pace and Milton.
See, that's like I've never been in an accident. That was my fault. I mean, the judge said otherwise, but it was never really my fault. And
yeah, I got hit. I was turning left onto a road, and this road is really bad. It has like a lot of accidents on this intersection. And I was turning left, and this other person was going straight through the light. And as soon as the light turned green, I went to take my left, and then I noticed that this person was not slowing up, going like 30 miles an hour. So I slammed on. I didn't slam on brakes because like if I slammed on brakes, she would just hit me.
Right.
So I tried to avoid her.
Yeah.
Try to like turn a little bit. But she eventually did slam on her brakes, so she wasn't going as fast as she was, but she like, hit my fucking wheel and like bent the axle and all that shit.
Right.
Maybe not the axle because it still works.
God damn. That sucks,
like
dude.
bent the wheel in though, so it was like all the alignment was all fucked up.
Holy shit.
And it was just like some old bitch on the way to a doctor appointment, and she was like, how long is this gonna take? Like, bitch, I don't fucking know. I'm gonna call the cops and we're gonna trade it.
You? Yeah. Asked how long this is gonna take?
Yeah. Yeah. And there's like some old lady, which I sympathize, my grandparents are old, and I've seen them drive, and it's terrifying.
Also, yeah, and to her credit, she's old. Like, how long is this? I'm not going to be here much longer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, can we wrap this up? I could die like while we're waiting on the fucking. I guess you had to call the cops.
Yeah, I tried insurance.
Oh shit.
Anyway, this is not an interesting topic at all.
I'm so I zoned out on this conversation.
Can I do one more thing about traffic? About being in the car driving? So this past week, it was my birthday, and got really messed up. Got really fucked up. Had a good time. Ate steak and mushrooms, and it was fucking awesome. Ended up hanging out with JP all night. I crashed here, and in the morning, I was going because my brother forgot his fucking keys in my car, so I went to go drop him off, and I stopped to get some food on the way, some fried shrimps from Culver's. Dude, Culver's is good. I've never had it. I've never eaten there before, but
Culver's is pretty good.
Yeah. So I order my food, and they say pull up, and like there's like some parking spots to wait for your food up there, and So like there's a drive-through line wrapping around the building. I go around and then park in one of the spots to wait for my food to be brought out to me.
Okay.
You know, like the king should. You know, the king should have his food brought to his car.
Right.
And eat in his car like a king.
Yeah.
Yeah, not like someone who's like
peasant.
Not someone who's dying because they're fucking hungover. Anyways, I get my food, I eat a little bit, and then I'm like, all right, I'm dipping out. So I back out, and like I said, there's the wraparound drive-through line, and it's a tight space between the parking spots that I'm in and the drive-through line, but there's nowhere else to go. You know, it's like I have enough room to back up. It's a little tight, but I'm fine. You know, I know how to fucking drive a car.
Okay.
So I back out the fucking car, and I guess it's like too close for this one woman for her comfort, and she starts fucking laying on the horn. Like, for like 5 fucking seconds. And like 5 seconds of laying on your horn it's
a long 5 seconds.
It seems like an eternity. Yeah. So I keep going because I'm not gonna fucking hit her. I can see what I'm doing, you know.
Right.
And then eventually, like I get to the point where I stop and my window's open already. So I swing out my window, and I didn't know she was a girl until I swung out my window and instinctively flipped her off and said, "Calm the fuck down." So I look in the car, and it's just like some old, you know, just like some middle-aged broad and like some old lady in the passenger seat.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know, man. I just like I've never like had a road rage incident, but I feel like if that was a dude, we would have definitely gotten into a fight. And I was like tempted to get out of my car and like measure the amount of room I had.
Yeah. God.
And I just like I flipped out on this bitch. And
how much room do you think you had? Like, are we talking like 6 feet? Like, what are we talking?
I mean, it was probably like from here, from me to like Patrick at the from me to like I don't know that red chair right there or that red cushion.
So
plenty of fucking room.
So 6 feet essentially.
6 feet.
Yeah, and plenty of fucking room. And that's like that's like where that's the amount of space I needed to back up and pull forward. Right.
All right.
So I cuss this bitch out. I'm like, I feel bad afterwards, you know. So the last thing I said was like, calm down, I'm fine, you know. And she's just like, I don't know, she's just like fucking freaking out in her car still. And there was these 2 guys sitting outside at one of the tables, and they were like laughing, which made me laugh,
right?
Which made me feel like better about what I did, you know.
Yeah. I
don't like calling older women bitches, or
right?
Fuck. I don't say like saying fuck you and god damn it to like older people.
I don't. Yeah. I mean, if you piss me off, I don't care.
Yeah.
Like if you honk at me for 5 seconds, fuck you dumb old decrepit cunt.
I should have shot her. I wish I had a gun.
Yeah.
Fucking. I went to the gas station the other night. It was cold as shit. I walked up to the door. It was locked. There's a sign on the door that said "In the bathroom, be right back."
Mm-hmm.
It was handwritten.
Circle K.
It was a Tom Thumb.
Oh.
So I just went back to the car, fucking, warmed up with the heater. It took like 5 minutes. I saw some motion. I'm like, all right, so, he's out. So I walk up, as soon as I walk inside, I just say, "What were you doing? Taking a shit?" But I said it funnier. And then there was this big black dude, like near the beer section, and he was like, "Ha!"
Yeah.
And
that's nice.
And then when I finally got up to the counter,
you realized he had Down syndrome, and that's just like
no,
it's like a tick.
No, I could tell what he was obviously doing methamphetamine in the bathroom.
Oh, the cashier.
Yeah, dude, because he had that meth face. It's like pale but blotchy red with like just grease. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The dude just looked like he was methed out. So he didn't specify on the sign, doing meth. And also the "in" was spelled "in," like it just in the bathroom.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So that, I don't know, that was an experience.
So, but he never told you what he was doing in the bathroom. He never said yes to the shit.
I didn't ask. Like, no, he didn't. He didn't. I don't know. I don't remember what he said because it was out noised by the all the way in the beer section.
Yeah. That's nice. You got a guttural laugh from a black guy.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
good.
It was a big black dude too.
Nice.
That was nice.
Yeah.
He probably. Never mind.
What?
I don't know. I was just thinking like he's big and black. He's like that. Is that the shit you took?
Right. He was like,
I don't know.
I can't remember. I think he was like, he's because I remember like, I guess shit on the boss's watch. Then you're getting paid to take a shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It is very annoying though. Whenever you go to a gas station, like,
but he's doing meth.
These people should not be taking shits.
No.
Like they shouldn't be taking shits or smoking. Your job is to sit here and wait for me to come.
Right.
Just like any woman I'm with.
Right. Because a lot of people come there to, fucking get gas. And
it is really, really annoying when you get to a gas station and there's nobody in there. You're like, hello.
I need candy.
It's 4 a.m. and I need beer, all right? Where the fuck are you? You're being irresponsible, you fucking dick.
Listen, I just took meth.
I'll go in there and start pounding on the bathroom door. And hey!
Well, that's the thing. Is
I want my Lucky Strikes.
They keep the front door locked, so you can't go in.
Yeah, you can't go in. I've gone to a Burger King, pulled up to the drive-thru, and got no response. And like when I pulled forward, like it looked like there's no employees in the store. So I just kind of crept out the parking lot, and I saw on a review it was like a dude and some chick came out. There were 2 employees. They're in there fucking. And they just closed the store.
You saw them fucking?
No, I didn't see them fucking outside because they walked out of the building when I saw them.
Wait, the attendants?
Yeah.
How do you know they were fucking?
Because it was closed.
The servants?
You know what I mean? This was a Burger King, and then it was closed. Like nobody was responding. There was no closed signs.
So
the lights were on. It was like 8 o'clock at night.
So they walk out of the store, and then you're like, oh, they were fucking.
Yeah.
How do you know they weren't just closing?
Because they don't close until like 11.
Well, maybe sometimes whenever the boss isn't around, they say, hey, 11 and 8 look a lot alike.
Well, I mean,
it's still dark outside.
Because there's a saying when the cat's away, the mice will play. That kind of thing. So if like you're just not watching them, then they're just fucking in the bathroom.
I think I fucked at work before.
I've never fucked at work.
I must have.
I've never fucked at work either.
I used to bartend.
You must have.
I bartended, so I must have.
Oh, you must have. Yeah.
In the bathroom.
It must have happened once. Come on, let this have happened.
I'm sorry, guys. I have so much sex that sometimes I can't remember when and where I have sex.
You ever be fucking somebody and you're not sure who they are? Like you're not sure who you're fucking. You're like there's multiple possibilities and you're not 100% sure.
That's kind of how my virginity. Like when I lost my virginity, that's kind of how.
This is a scary topic to get into.
I was 17 years old. I traded my Xbox for like
pussy
$20 from a pawn shop, and went and bought like Xanax with it, and then drank like a lot of alcohol and a lot of Xanax.
That makes more sense. But like, did you ever find out who it was?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it like someone you knew?
Just met that night.
Really?
Yeah.
Did they know you? I mean, did they know,
I knew her brother.
Did they know that you were fucking them?
I knew her. Yeah. It was consensual.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Was she on Xanax?
Probably, or at least drinking.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a consensual exchange.
That's pretty cool. What happened with your not knowing sex?
Also. The first girl I fucked, lost my virginity. We were both really fucked up and high, and we'd stayed up till like really late, and we went to stay at my friend's place, and then she's kind of like jumped on me, and and it was good. It was really good. But I just remember at one point I was fucking her, and I was like,
"What's her name?"
I was so high. And I was so drunk, like and it was kind of dark, and like I saw her face, but it was like blurry, And I wasn't sure. I knew there was 3 girls it could possibly be, and I was fine with all the options, but I wasn't sure which one it was. So I was, yeah. But eventually I realized, I was like, oh yeah, it's Christina.
How did you lose your virginity?
So the first time that I told everyone I lost my virginity, I was lying to everybody. I snuck over to a girlfriend's house, and we laid in her bed, and I think we actually laid on her floor for the first time. And I had a condom with me, and we had done like other stuff, like
held hands
with my hands.
right?
Yeah,
hugged and kissed a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We did like everything else essentially except for have sex, and then I'm not ashamed to admit it now because I've had sex since, but I couldn't get it up. I remember like being hard and putting the condom on and like immediately going flaccid.
That's happened to me before. That's annoying.
And like I try to rub it awake, like, hey, what's up, buddy? Come on, you were just awake.
And he's like 5 more minutes.
Yeah, he did the heroin nod off. Like he was just real quick, dude. And I was a kid, so I was completely sober. And also it was my friend's sister who like we were already dating though. Me and her were dating, and then like for some reason my parents let me sleep over at their house, and her parents were fine with it too. And I just like snuck into her room one night and we had sex I snuck over to her house once, but that wasn't the night that we almost had sex. This night I was allowed to be there.
Wouldn't it be weird if your parents and her parents got together without you knowing and just said, hey, can my son fuck your daughter?
I'm scared my son's gay. So and then I took the condom off, and after I took the condom off, I immediately got hard again. And we didn't do it because I don't know, I was freaked out. I don't know. I probably could have made it happen, honestly, but I wasn't brave back then.
That very reason, putting a condom on could make your dick go soft. That accounts for like half the births or babies being conceived.
True. That's probably
reason.
very true.
That very reason.
Because when you're like 16, 17 years old, I think I was like 16, maybe even 15 years old, it's already like a high stress situation.
Yeah, and you're like scared to go buy Plan B and shit. Yeah.
Well, I didn't even think that far ahead. I was just like, I'm in the moment. This is great. And then like as soon as I reassess the situation while I'm trying to figure out how to roll the condom on for the first time in the world, now like everything's real and it's scary.
Also, I doubt Plan B even existed back then. Like,
what do you mean? I'm fucking. I'm only 30 years old. Plan B definitely existed
in 1990.
1990. Yeah.
Well, he was. Well, he would have. It was 2007,
he lost
right?
His virginity
around 2007. Yeah, JP's right. Yeah. 1990.
Well, that's when
I wasn't
born.
even born yet.
Or you're 91 then.
92,
sorry.
Dude.
I thought it was 2020. Okay, I'm not keeping track.
If I was fucking in 91, then my parents have some explaining to do.
Yeah, dude, lost your virginity before you even left the hospital, bro.
Before I was even brought to a hospital.
Yeah, lost it to a nurse.
Yeah.
A male nurse.
I had sex in heaven.
I was getting all that baby pussy up in baby heaven.
That's the only time you can have baby pussy.
Baby heaven. And not if you're just visiting baby heaven. You have to be a resident.
Yeah, you have to have a green card.
Things would get really old really fast.
So the first time I actually lost my virginity was I was 18 years old, and my girlfriend was home by herself, and I think I was going to like college classes. I think I was doing PSC or something like that. So I went over to her house and we laid in her bed, and it was nice. It was a very nice night or morning. It was in the morning.
Oh, it was a morning.
And we had sex, and we went outside and we went out front and like.
And you talked about it.
Smoked a cigarette afterwards. Because it was cool.
Yeah,
it was cool.
The sign. Let me guess. It was a perfect day. The sunshine was coming.
Dude, it was a beautiful day. I could hear birds chirping. Colors never looked so vivid. And then pussy was on my mind from then on.
Forever.
Dude, yeah. It was great. And then I would just like, oh, God, I was a dirty boy after that.
The second time I got pussy, I was also 17. And I was living on a farm looking over. I was watching after like a horse and sheep and shit. And we did horse tours. And we took these girls out. And I took this stoner dude, and these two chicks he knew out on a horse ride, and we all got along really good. We were all like, there's a lot of like, very flirty and just like good time riding around. And then we all had a party that night, and that was the first time I did speed.
You had sex the first time you did speed?
No. It's, let me finish the story. So this, the first time I did speed was at that party. They were like, hey, you want this?
Meth or like
some kind of amphetamine.
Did you snort it or
snorted it?
First time I did speed, I had it on VHS.
And I was like, I've never done speed. What is it like? They're like, have you done coke? I was like, yeah, I like coke. They're like, you like speed. So did speed, drank like a bottle of whiskey and like a case of beer. You can drink so much on speed, it's crazy. And me and the stoner dude went back. yeah, we fucked. No, me and the stoner dude, we went back to his place, and because that's where I was planning to crash.
Yeah.
And so we go back there, and the girls lived like in the bottom apartment. So he was like, "I'm gonna go get the girls." I was like, "Okay, cool." And he went downstairs, and I was waiting around like 15 minutes. I like smoked a joint. I was like, "Where is that guy?" And I went downstairs. And I could hear him fucking, and I was like, "Oh,
fuck,
shit."
That's so cool."
And I was like, "Oh, okay."
So you walk in.
So I went back upstairs. I was like, "I'm not gonna walk in on this guy."
Oh
fucking.
man,
I'm 17.
Well, there were 2 girls down there, and he was like having sex.
Well, there was only one of them.
Oh,
the other one wasn't home. I just you know that. Anyway, so I go to sleep, go to work, and the next day, I see the girl again, and we had like
same girl that he had sex with.
No, different. Her sister.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
it was 2 sisters down
2
there.
sisters, yeah.
Gotcha.
And played like a board game, watched a movie, and fucked for like 12 hours. It was great.
That was the most anticlimactic story. So like, dude, I did speed. Fucking, I was high and drinking. Like, it was awesome. And then like, I went down to go see my friend. He was fucking. Then saw the girl, and we had played board game, had sex, and like fucking.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was my second time. Thank you.
Nothing about the sex was like.
No, the sex was good. I mean, we fucked for literally 12 hours.
Devin
it was a long. It was a lot.
here.
It was a lot of fucking.
Why is Devin here?
Yeah, because we're gonna go to that open mic over there in Gulf Breeze.
Okay. So we're cutting it off.
We're not even at 30 minutes. Devin's here.
30.
Man, tell him to fucking wait.
What time is it?
I was telling him to come on in.
Tell him he can wait another 45 minutes.
What time is it?
It's 6:53.
What time do you have to be there?
It's 7:30 is the sign up, but you don't have to be fucking there like on time.
Why don't you drive yourself?
Because I don't fucking like driving on that bridge, dude. When they fucking make you go down that narrow lane, like, and then I plan on drinking.
You sound like a girl, dude.
I don't like driving down that middle lane.
That's literally what every girlfriend I've ever had. It's like, I don't like driving on that bridge because the roads is the.
It's scary. It's scary on the bridge.
Yeah. I don't like how you go over water and you have to like look at the water.
Also, I'm
what
like,
if I fall in the water?
Also, I have like
I can't
bad
swim.
eyesight. I had a cousin die like that, but like my eyesight's kind of shitty. My cousin died like
that. My cousin dead.
Oh God,
JP, you killed a deer.
Yeah, I mean, he jumped in front of me.
Yeah, but he didn't cry like a little girl about it.
No, I went back to kill it, but it ran away.
Yeah,
and I felt bad because it wasn't dead.
He was gonna wear its coat.
I mean,
like a man. And then guess what he was gonna do after that? Drive it with some water.
I hope there's an afterlife, and when you get there, that little baby deer sees you, but it's all grown now and just rapes you continually.
Dude, I can fuck up a deer, dude.
No, like a full-grown man deer.
I'll fuck up a man deer,
dude. He will fuck up.
He'll probably fuck me up a bit, but I could kill a deer.
He's got fucking
with a knife. Am I barehanded? Do I have anything?
You have wings.
Then I'm definitely fucking up the deer, dude.
Yeah, but you have like.
Does he have wings?
You can't fly.
Do we both?
They're for just.
Oh, they're just for show.
It's kind of like how Red Bull gives you
I'm
wings.
like a peacock.
Right.
Okay.
Y'all ever see those stupid Christian T-shirts, and it's like a brand, and but it has to do with Jesus, like Mountain Dew. I can't remember any specifics, but like there's like a door.
Oh shit, the door.
There's like a Red Bull one, and it's like Jesus gives you wings. You know?
No, I didn't see that.
I mean, have you ever seen any of the Christian T-shirts I'm talking about?
No.
It'll just be like a brand, and it'll say something about Jesus.
Huh. It's just randomly like got Christ, right?
I like the way that Zach says
Sup,
Jesus. Because he doesn't say Jesus, he says Jesus.
Yeah.
You know?
What's
Every time,
what's
like
different?
Jesus.
Jesus?
Jesus. Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well,
he
he was-
says Jesus.
He was raised. He was
Well,
raised.
have you ever seen
Southern
how it's
Baptist.
spelled?
I mean, yes, it is spelled Jesus, but most people say Jesus. You know.
Jesus.
What's up, Immke?
Yeah.
I don't understand the difference. I really can't hear it.
Jesus and Jesus is us.
Jesus.
Which one's the right way? Is Jesus? Is the right way to say it?
Jesus. I don't know. I like the way he says it. I think it's probably right.
Really?
Yeah.
Why'd you point it out then?
I was just pointing it out because I don't hear it from a lot of people.
Because you're a fucking.
I'm just
dick
pointing
face.
out what. Hey, you do a thing. I just
Actually,
noticed.
maybe only the
God
Mexicans
damn, so defensive.
pronounce
Jesus
it correctly,
Christ.
right? Because there's no Z in it, so everybody says Jesus, but isn't it Jesus?
Is that how they say it?
No, they say Jesus, so maybe I'll.
No, Jesus. The Jesus and Jesus are different. People they say Jesus as a person's name, but Jesus as like God is like they say Jesus.
They don't say. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Jesus,
is it
Jesus Christo.
I don't know. I might be
I'm pretty
wrong.
sure that. Yeah,
I'm assuming.
Oh yeah. Well, okay. Yeah. So that works out. Shit.
We've got Devin Immke in the room.
Yeah,
Devin,
Devin Immke.
we
You want to
don't-
hop on the mic for a second?
We don't have a cord for you, but yeah, take it.
Hello,
Let's take Patrick's position.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Oh, you know,
Your headphones.
just living life.
Your headphones are fucked up.
I wanted to take my time and smoothly transition.
It's.
I think you gotta
Stand
flip
by
it.
Clearly.
You gotta flip it, not turn it. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
Now
There
they're
it is.
backwards.
No,
This
that's
is
right.
fine.
It says
This is
left
fine.
on his left ear.
This
That's
is fine.
right.
Whatever was happening. I don't think they pronounce it Jesus. I think it was actually Joshua was his real name.
It's Yeshua, right?
Right.
No. Yeshua was Joshua.
Right.
But Jesus was like Yeshua. It's not
Yahweh?
It's not
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Yahweh.
Yahweh is God.
Emmanuel. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. But it's not. Yeah. It's yeah. They
But
didn't
Jesus
say,
is also God.
Yeah. But I
Yeah.
don't think it was Joshua because that's a whole different guy. You know.
now, what are you talking about? I
Yes-
thought you
yes-
just agreed with me and we
No,
went
yes,
deep into it.
no, because Yeshua was Joshua, the guy who like conquered all that shit in the Promised Land. Jesus was. It's not Yeshua.
All
It's
right,
something.
all right.
It's something else. I don't know.
Based on your hair, I'll whatever you say.
Yeah. Based on the only guy who looks like Jesus in here, then
Yeah.
we'll believe you.
Yep. That's how that works. The guy who looks most like Jesus knows the most about Jesus.
Yeah, I used to have long hair and a pretty long beard.
Really?
Yeah, I used to preach to the children too and whatnot.
Were you youth pastor?
I would like to be one in the future, but I haven't been one yet. Got the stepping stones. I'll get there.
Didn't know that you were a man of faith.
Well,
You don't talk about it?
no, I don't want to talk about it. You know,
Well,
I'm
that's
just
fine.
that's why I'm doing comedy so I can like practice, just talking and sounding good.
Yeah. And then
Are you for real?
shabalabala.
No.
I go whenever I go to church with my folks. They go to a Pentecostal church, and there's a lot of speaking in tongues. And for the first time, I went with them recently. For the first time, I saw someone do the thing where they're healing somebody and they fall over.
Oh shit!
And that was wild, dude. That was. I mean, it makes you be embarrassed to go to church.
I went to like a church like camp when I was a kid, and there was one kid who was like in a wheelchair, and on one of the nights they're having
No
like,
way,
oh,
dude. Did he walk?
Dude, everybody was like praying on him and just like crying and shit, like let him walk. And I was like, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
And then like he got up and like stood for like a second and then like sat back down. And I talked to him the next day. I was like, dude, that's crazy. Like he stood up and he was like, I could always stand up. That shit was annoying me. Like I could always just barely stand up.
Dude, that's also super offensive. Like, heal this poor boy who's obviously fucked up and can't do what everyone else can do.
Yeah, dude.
It's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
Well, imagine how much he felt like a failure when he got home.
Yeah.
The whole town was like, "Stand, man!" And he's like, "Even
Yeah.
God wouldn't help me."
He's like, you must not believe. You must not believe enough. You're sitting there.
"Yeah, they should have kicked him out of the family. Clearly,
Yeah.
you're a non-believer.
Jebediah, we can't have you around no more because obviously you're not letting Jesus into your heart.
You can wheel the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
Roll him out of the house.
You can get on that bus that has those lifts on it. It's just like everything's more embarrassing for a wheelchair
What if you
person.
had like a wheelchair ramp, but it was only accessible as an exit, just to push them down, but you couldn't get back up?
It's just too steep to roll back up.
It's just a skate park.
It's an escalator for wheelchairs. They're just always rolling up or down, you know, never stops. No, no, you know what
It's
I mean.
like, have you ever been to a water park and they have those lifts that bring up the tubes? You know, you like hop in one of those.
Yeah.
They like have tread on them, so the.
Oh yeah.
There we go. All right. Well, I guess we're wrapping it up here, guys. Thank you so much for listening. Even though this has probably been the most boring episode we've released.
Yeah, but we wanted it to be boring, so that was our decision.
Yeah.
Thanks to Immke for stopping in.
Yeah. Good to
You
see
guys
you.
plan to be boring this round?
Well,
Yeah.
apparently Patrick did.
Yeah, I did.
You're officially the most had guest on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congratulations, dude.
Yep.
On the worst episode.
Welcome, Wise Man Time's #1 guest on our number 10th episode.
I think we're
Is it
up
only
to
10?
13
No, we're
or
like,
15.
yeah.
I was thinking like 10th on the
20?
list of goodness.
Well, I was
so
thinking
bad.
all the times that
Bad-
Patrick
I don't
shared
know.
this to me, and it feels like 100.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We're definitely on like 17.
Feels like a lot. I know.
Yeah.
All right, man. We'll see y'all later. Thanks, wise guys.
All right. Wow.